in studio, so excited, but a super duper 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 one more duper special guest. Okay, George Cummings is here. Welcome back.
I'm talking to this thing, right? Is that how that works?
I know it's been a long time. It's been a year.
A little bit. How are you?
I'm great, but I'm so excited to. We're talking about Gilligan's Island, the musical.
Indeed.
It opens tomorrow night, and we have so much to talk about. But first, because time shouldn't be wasted. I thought maybe you would maybe jump back into the chair and do traffic for me. What do you think?
I think so.
Do you remember how to do this?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. Go!
Now you talk.
Thank you. Traffic
now
every
you
10
talk.
minutes on the 8s on your hometown station.
Very
KHTS.
good.
Everyone good so far?
So good, yeah.
And of course, I get like a really boring. There's absolutely nothing going on. You've either already gotten where you need to go or you said, forget about it. The only thing still showing up, 7:30, and of course, it's been a while, so it could be in the clearing stages, but there was a traffic collision, vehicle versus pole at the Sierra Highway at the Old Dirt Road.
Right.
Which is right near
Just
the
north.
super secret location of the KHTS transmitter.
Just north of Vasquez, yeah.
It was a secret. Anyway, 405 northbound, right at the 5 merge. We have some slow and go there as well, although there's nothing really reported as far as what it is.
Sure.
It looks like a little bit of construction in that area.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right now.
That's it. I feel
I'm going to
really
stop you right
awkward.
now. Here's why.
Am I graded?
Well, yeah, because I was really disappointed. George Cummings plays Thurston Howell III.
You know what? You got to buy a ticket.
In Gilligan's
You gotta buy a
Island, the
ticket to
musical.
hear Thurston Hill.
The least you
Okay.
can do is the out cue.
You just got to buy a ticket, darling. You can't just,
Do the out
Yes.
cue in Thurston Howell, or I'm not going to talk to you ever again.
Traffic every 10 minutes on the 8, you poor people who have to drive yourself around.
Thank you. Thank you. On the 8s, that's traffic on your hometown station, KHTS.
KHTS Traffic brought to you by Frontier Toyota. Experience Frontier Toyota's all-new hot and exciting 2018 Toyota Camry. Frontier Toyota, the Camry Kings. Their tops in Tacoma and Tundra trucks. Shop from home at frontiertoyota.com or visit their showroom at Valencia and Creekside.
Another hot day here in the Santa Clarita Valley. Temps expected to be in the high 90s, touching triple digits. Into the weekend, another hot couple of days here in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Current temps, Valencia already at 80 degrees, Canyon Country 78, 78 in Acton, 67 in Castaic, and right here in Newhall, 82 degrees.
KHTS. The Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. 98.1 FM and AM 1220.
It is 9/11 on your
This
hometown
is really embarrassing. All
station.
these years I thought your name was Tony, so this is really awkward.
This is George Cummings. George Cummings is part of this amazing cast. We got to talk to you guys last week. A different group of you came in last week from Gilligan's Island, the musical. And it was so fun because I learned so much behind the scenes that I had no idea. Classic show, Gilligan's Island. Ingrid Boydston is here. She is the director of the show. And I cannot give you enough props for matching these actors to these characters. I think it was you, or maybe it was George, posted on Facebook the real cast from the TV show and you guys. And it's remarkable, Ingrid. You did an amazing job.
Oh, thank you very much. I'd love to take all the credit, but okay, first of all, those actors auditioned for me, so good for you guys. And they've worked really, really hard. Each person studied their character, and our amazing costumer, Jenny Andrews, has replicated as many costumes, as many things from the show as possible. And then Claudia Alexopoulos has jumped in as well. We were looking at Skipper last night and said, oh, he's not wearing a necklace. He needs his chain. Wait, where's Gilligan's watch? Every little detail. Everybody has worked so hard to try to make it as true to the show as possible.
Who do you think, out of everyone, was the biggest transformation? I think I know, in my opinion. Who do you think was the biggest transformation?
The biggest transformation?
From
probably Lovey. Yes,
Lovey?
Anna Rast. Yes.
If you saw Anna last week with the dark
Yes.
hair and she's so funny when she's on there.
Oh, she flutters. She's the biggest transformation, but she was the first person to transform. I mean, even before Gilligan, who actually is Gilligan.
He lives the part.
He does. When we asked everybody the first night we got together, I said, so what's your connection to Gilligan's Island? Josh, the skipper, had not seen it. He's one of the 8 people in the world who hadn't seen it, but he heard about it and wanted to be a part of it. And
he's like
I know he is. So
right
Skipper, he's so lovable. But Garrett's story was great. When he was a baby and he couldn't sleep, his mother didn't know any lullabies. She sang the theme song to Gilligan's Island
Over and over again?
Kidding. Yes. He said, I can, yes. That was his connection. So he truly is Gilligan.
Which version did she do? And the rest or
No, everyone jumps into season 2. Although my husband was offering to give free tickets because they're doing Beauty and the Beast at COC, and he said, if you can come up and sing the Gilligan's Island theme song all the way through, I'll give you tickets to the show. And a fellow who actually works for Disney came up and said, which season would you like to hear?
On.
So he did. He sang
That was, I hope
the
he got the
opening
tickets.
and the ending credits.
He should have
So
gotten 2 more tickets
he did.
for that.
He only got them for his family.
Okay.
So
I will
don't
say
try
this.
that anyone else.
Showing up to auditions, it was Josh and Garrett there, and Garrett was actually wearing the red,
He
rugby
came in
Gilligan
character.
Okay,
shirt.
and Garrett-
cosplay all the way.
And
He's Gilligan.
Garrett's
Garrett
Gilligan.
Gilligan.
And I'm like, there's our skipper, there's our, and then I hear Anna. I told the story the other night, and I hear Anna come in before she'd even come in to read, and I hear her talk. I'm like, that's it.
There's
That's
Lovey.
it. So I had the show cast.
You
before
did, and
you
he's
did.
like, of course. Oh, no,
And,
I love
you
how
know.
George takes. He did this. He did this
Take
when he
credit.
worked here. Took
Yeah.
credit for
Took
pretty
credit
much
for it.
everybody.
But I mean, it was like it has to. And then even seeing the callbacks, I'm like, no, they nailed it. They nailed it. So
really
it was a
did.
good choice. But yeah, they just seemed everything seemed just the universe came together on the casting.
We had a lot of talented people audition, but when it got right down to it, there were the people who matched the people on the island. Who, like, you had to be talented enough to get to that part, and then it was grabbing those kids.
I would love it if you repost that picture. But the picture, the side
Right.
by side,
Yes, I
because
will.
it's truly amazing. Also in studio this morning, very excited to welcome you back. We talked to you last week, Hope. You and your husband are the creators, the musical creators of this show.
That's right.
And I didn't realize how old this show was. I thought it was a relatively new show. How old is this show?
Well, we started it in 1988, and we did the definitive production in Thousand Oaks in 2001.
Yes, in 1988, we did our first, just a first pass at it, and in that one, I got to play Ginger, so that was really fun.
Are you on the Good Morning America clip?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No,
we're
that,
gonna-
that was
okay.
from
That was from a
Chicago.
later production.
We might have to do a YouTube deep dive and make
Yes.
sure that you we're talking.
If
we're-
there's any question between Ginger and Marianne,
Oh, you are a ginger, definitely.
which side of the equation?
We're talking to Lawrence and Hope Juber, who are the composers. Hope, we didn't get to talk to your husband last week. We talked about him, but we didn't get to talk to him. Would you like to introduce him to our listeners right now? Because you guys have a super duper impressive resume, and just who you are. The background is just amazing. So if you would do the honors.
Sure. This is my husband, Lawrence. He's a remarkable guitarist and musician, and we wrote the score to Gilligan's Island, the musical. But before that, he was in England, and he was the lead guitarist for Paul McCartney's band Wings.
Never heard of it.
Oh.
What?
Even Josh had heard of them.
That's an amazing, what an amazing collaboration between the two of you. And please tell us your background in case for listeners who didn't see last week or heard the interview last week.
So my connection to this whole thing is my father was Sherwood Schwartz, who created and produced and wrote Gilligan's Island. He also did the Brady Bunch. And so I grew up on the set almost every day. My
Up on the island.
That's right. I was right down the street. My grammar school was right down the street, and afterwards I'd go down to the set and hang out with the castaways. And I spent it was on the air for 3 years, so 3 years with those castaways, and I still am quite close with Dawn Wells, who played Mary Ann.
And you said that at one point she got you a matching outfit. So
Yes.
you could dress like her.
Yes.
I want a picture of
How
that.
sweet is that? Is she your favorite? Is Dawn your favorite? Did you have a favorite?
I really didn't. Well, I think at the time I probably had Dawn as my favorite because she was really good with kids, and she still is. She's a wonderful, very warm person. And I wanted to dress like Mary Ann, so she took me shopping one time to try to get a little outfit that could match hers, and she was just really sweet. But the whole cast was just like a family. They all got along so beautifully, and were just warm and friendly and joked around together, and they were also really close with my dad. So they were often up at the house, and we'd have game nights, and they would all be there.
How fun is that? That's like normal for you. Game night with the cast of Gilligan's Island or the Brady Bunch, and to hear stuff like that. Yeah, it was game night. We had dinner, whatever, and it was just so normal for you. And the rest of us are just mouths wide open and envious and jealous. you were also in several episodes of The Brady Bunch.
That's right.
Dating Greg Brady.
We went to the drive-in, and if you watch them, they always were playing that same movie. It was like this weird Western movie.
I guess it didn't really matter. You were the drive-in. You were
That's right. With the frogs
The frogs. That's a great episode. We're going to take a quick break. Do traffic. Here, George.
I don't want to do it again.
Oh my goodness, Ingrid, is this how he is in the? I don't want to do that scene again.
You know, George.
I don't want to do it.
What
Well,
scene?
put the headsets
right.
on and do it.
Beep, 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 beep. Go!
Not a whole lot of difference in the last 10 minutes, but we do have just a clearance on the 5 and the 14 freeway here in our Fair Valley. Still showing a little bit slow and go on the 405 northbound, although not as bad. Just at the merge at the 5 freeway. So you know anybody coming up here to say hello, they might be a few minutes late. Looks like we have a little bit of a thing going on here. The 5 northbound Lyons Avenue, just a few minutes ago, looked like a traffic break with CHP. Looking maybe just a little bit. It was a tire in the number 3 lane.
Oh, no.
So they got that up at a little bit of slow and go between Lyons Avenue and McBean Parkway on the 5 northbound. And that's traffic on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, KHTS, and AM 1220.
Say KHTS at Thurston Howell.
KHTS!
Thank
Love
you.
it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to talk to Lawrence real quick here before we break. And we're going to have the second part of the crew in and talk to them. Lawrence, how on earth did you get into this whole...
Finding myself at this weird nexus of American TV culture and Beatlemania.
Yes.
Well, Hope and I met in New York. When Wings folded, I moved to New York, and literally the next day we met at a comedy club, Catch a Rising Star in New York, and like love at first sight, instant. And then I ended up moving out here. We got engaged, and I was not aware of Gilligan or Brady at all. Never had seen them, so it was something of a shock.
Was that refreshing for you, Hope, to find somebody who didn't know anything about?
It was a real oddity. I just had never met anybody who didn't know those shows.
And so in the 80s, Hope had come to me with the idea of a comedy rock and roll band called the Housewives. And we worked on that for many years. And Sherwood was a big fan of the songs that we wrote. And he came to us and said, want to do a Gilligan musical, will you write the songs? So we said, sure.
And here it
away
is,
we went.
and so incredibly successful, and from what I hear, just so much fun. I can't wait to see
It
some
really
of the.
is. We're a family on stage and off, and it's a terrific cast. I'm so glad to be working with not only people I've known for years and years, like Greg Hayes and Jilly Kakala Scott, but also the people I haven't worked with before. And that's the fun of working in this town with people, is you make new friends and you rekindle old ones. And Ingrid and I go back 24 years. This is the 6th show I've worked on.
Really?
She's been just
Quite the
it's
history.
A lot of fun.
Unbelievable. He was in the first show I ever directed. I Only Have Fangs for You. We've come up in the world.
Look at what's happening.
Thanks.
The show opens tomorrow night.
Yes, it does.
Big champagne and wine
reception.
Yes.
Always for the for opening
and
night.
Hope is coming, so we're really excited.
And
she's
I'm
bringing her
coming,
brother Lloyd.
my brother Lloyd, who is not only my brother, so obviously Sherwood's son, but he and my father wrote the book for the musical. So
they're both going to be there.
It's a
tomorrow
family
night.
business.
And Sunday, then Lawrence is coming. He'd come Saturday, but he has a concert. He's already playing a gig. And you don't even know this, I don't think, yet. We just found out Alan Hale Jr.'s daughter, Lana, is coming on
wonderful.
Sunday
How
as well.
fun.
Wow.
So we're
How
just,
fun.
it is such a joy
Skipper
for us
Josh
to be able
is
to
a
share
little-
this with you guys. Yeah,
How
Skipper's a
fun
little
is
nervous.
all of this? Thank you guys so much. We've been talking to George Cummings. You may have remembered him
I don't know.
from the Hometown Morning Show over a year ago, who plays Thurston Howell III.
Thank you.
And Hope and Lawrence Juber, who are the creative force behind this, and Ingrid Boydson, who is directing this. Ingrid, if you would be so kind as just stay here.
I would love to,
And
'cause I
then
wanna talk
introduce
with-
our creative team. We're going to take a quick break and come back with the behind-the-scenes crew from Gilligan's Island, the musical playing, opening tomorrow night at CTG. We'll be right back.
Accidents happen. But rest assured, Patterson's Collision Center is here to help. Patterson's is a family-owned and operated collision repair facility providing the Santa Clarita Valley with premium collision repairs. Patterson's prides itself on being the only California-certified green repair shop in all of Santa Clarita. They are insurance claim specialists and even offer payment plans for your deductible. For personalized, friendly service, visit pattersonscollisioncenter.com or call 294-1011 and let Patterson's Collision Center help ease your worries today.
This is Savannah Burrows.
And I'm Hannah Greenwald.
And we're bringing the local art scene out of the shadows and into the light.
Join us this Saturday at 10 a.m. for our new show, Santa Clarita Unplugged.
In-depth interviews and raw in-studio performances with the creative forces at the center of Santa Clarita's cultural energy.
Santa Clarita Unplugged, 10 a.m. this Saturday.
Exclusively on your hometown station, KHTS.
Catch the podcast at hometownstation.com.
Life's not meant to feel complacent. It's meant to make you feel alive. The youth ministry at the Church on the Way Santa Clarita believes that students can belong to the group where we will help them believe they have a purpose in Christ and become all that He has created them to be. We want to see God's power come alive in our generation. We love meeting new people, so come hang out with us. Doors open at 6 p.m. and service starts at 7 every Wednesday night. For more information about the Church on the Way Santa Clarita, including service times and what's happening through the end of the year, visit TCOTWSC.org.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Accesso Technology is holding an interview event on August 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Westfield Valencia Town Center. You'll have an opportunity to support Accesso's award-winning ride queuing solution. We're hiring 65-plus entry-level cashiers and ride attendants to work on-site at the Flash Pass operations at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Enjoy flexible hours and free park passes on your days off. Apply now at summerparkjobs.com. Meet our team at the Westfield Valencia Town Center the first weekend of August. Who said work can't be fun?
925 on your hometown station, KHTS 98.1 FM, AM 1220. We are sitting with the cast and crew of Gilligan's Island, the musical, which opens tomorrow night at the Canyon Theater Guild right here in New Hall. Big opening night, reception, champagne, and wine. Ingrid Boydston, director of this fantastic, fun show. Is that enough funds? I'm not sure. Is that enough?
Yes.
One more
well,
fun?
You just come and get the rest of the fun at the show.
Okay. So. Ingrid, would you do the honors and introduce your crew?
I would. First of all, I want to introduce my assistant director, Claudia Alexopoulos. You have to say something, Claudia.
Claudia.
Hi, I hope to see everybody at the theater.
There you go. That was good, Claudia.
She's incredibly quiet, but when she found out we might be doing the show and I might be directing it, she literally came flying down the stairs at the theater across the lobby and said, if we do the show and if you direct it, can I be your AD?
That's
I am so excited because I needed that kind of enthusiasm. Absolutely. And when you come to see the show and you see the set and your jaw drops, that is due to Claudia Alexopoulos and her amazing husband, John Alexopoulos, and then Doug Holliday, his other building partner. The details on the set are... It's so exciting. So Claudia's here with us today. And if you get to see the show when Claudia's there, ask if you can see her fingernails. I'm just going to leave that there. Also, in with us today, I have Jennifer Teague, who is not only she's stage managing for us, so she's boss now, but she's also our vocal director, our musical director. And I wanted her to be here with Lawrence because they share a passion for music. And I just think that the way the show is constructed is so much fun. Do you two want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, Hope and I tend to write not in one kind of overall genre, but we try and just make the songs fit the characters. And so the styles are appropriate for each character. What's right for Gilligan isn't right for the professor.
So what you're saying is it's not necessarily pop music, it's not like theater music or show tunes, but it's a mixture. Maybe this one is, maybe that one is, maybe a little jazzy, maybe a little... Is that what you're saying? Whatever is appropriate for the character.
Absolutely.
And Jennifer, did you have, unfortunately, we only have about 45 seconds left, but did you find the challenges being the vocal director with these different genres? Was it challenging?
Yes and no, because they were so magically fitting into the characters. It was just like obvious.
Uh-huh.
So it really wasn't.
They
It was
did.
just.
Did they do your work for you, Jennifer? Did
In a
they?
way, yes, they did.
So she gave us a music
just had to
lesson
teach them
every single night. We all got smarter.
So the music, it's such pedigree behind this music. Absolutely. And the writing, and such a great creative team with Ingrid leading everyone. Tomorrow night, Ingrid, it is 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. You'll want to be
8
there
o'clock
about
curtain.
no later than 7:30.
Well, because you want
for the fun. Yeah, the free
you want
champagne,
a glass of champagne and toast.
And we have a matinee
opening
on
up.
Sunday as well. Yeah, I mean every weekend. You'll
Every
wanna come.
weekend. So yes, that's a great point. It opens tomorrow night, but it runs
It plays every
through-
weekend all the way through August 26th, 25th.
So you have
25th.
no excuse not to see the show.
Right.
No excuse.
Get your tickets now. 799-2702.
Excellent. Let's do it again.
799-2702.
Website?
The Canyon Theater Guild. CanyonTheater.org.
And it's theater
with an R-E.
With the
It's
R-E.
English one, yes. People that British
Oh, did-
spelling.
we did-
Yes,
we did a little
a little
person.
bit of a British, yes. Here we go.
It has been a pleasure once again talking to you guys. Break all the legs, not just one. Break them all.
Thank you, Tori. Thank you
Tomorrow
for
night.
having us.
Absolutely, my
So
pleasure.
fun.
All right, one very, 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 very quick check of traffic as the cast and crew of Gilligan's Island the musical leaves the studio. So excited for you guys.